What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back. This is and we are the Vertcoin Core. Today is August 27th, 2021, and I'll be sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you have not done so already. Let's get to work. Market cap 37 million, volume 189,000, circulating supply 61,518,000 Vertcoin. Currently, we have a price of 61 cents. 1,269 Satoshis against a Bitcoin value of 48,373 United States fiat. Rolling now right into the charts, we see that as we broke out of these formations that we were watching for what seemed like the longest, we did bounce out of this and go sideways, which is exactly what I was hoping for. We showed some volatility. We bounced up here to looks like 1,600 Satoshis. So we are still gathering support in this range, and I'm anticipating some upward movement here in the very near future, because the more this starts to look like this, the closer we are to the breakout pump. As we look at this against USD, you can see by this rectangle that I've drawn in here that's purple for no reason whatsoever, that we've established quite a bit of support here at about 61 cents. Well, within this range between 50 and 73, I guess. Basically, this starts off, well, I started it here at the end of February on the 24th. Well, when we first we pumped and then we kind of descended down into this range, and that's kind of where I'm starting this thing off. So from here, all the way across, I mean, we've hit 61 cents several times throughout this time frame. We did kind of drop below it a time or two, but we also peaked way above it. So this is starting to shape up to be a very nice support level. I'm sure you guys have heard me say in the past that I've been watching Vertcoin for a very long time. I've gotten used to the way it moves, and I can be pretty accurate when it comes to figuring out what's going to happen and even when. For example, I have this comment on my most recent video from Adam Beniahia. I'm sure I pronounced that incorrectly. If so, I apologize. Could we see a $2 VTC when BTC reaches its old all-time high? I respond, depends on when it gets there. I'm looking for a big move to $3.50 to $5 late in the year, between late September and EOY. Could see 80 cents in the next few days, though still massively undervalued. And as you can see, this screenshot was taken 6 days after that comment was made. And going by the chart here, you can see that that comment was replied to on August 9th. And here on the 13th, we hit 76 cents. Now, I kind of jumped the gun on this, because if I'd waited another 24 hours from when I took this screenshot, we can see here that I actually was accurate on that, where we hit 80 cents just 7 days after making that comment. This is all just to say that I can't always be right, but I can be pretty accurate. I do understand Vertcoin and its movements pretty well, and that brings me conveniently to my next topic. Now, I'm not always on Reddit, but when I am, it's because I see these tweets from @Reddit Vertcoin, who passes information along from Reddit over to the Twitter users, doing a great service to all of us, so I applaud you and thank you for that. So I stumbled across this post made yesterday titled "Why Vertcoin Isn't $11 Right Now." The post has since been deleted, but I'll go ahead and give you a run through. The idea was basically that as coins are being mined, the supply is going up, but the demand just isn't there, so the price just kind of keeps going down. If you take a look at this, or if you've read through this before, you know that the comments just basically say, hey, look, no, you're wrong, I disagree. The real reason is that we just don't have the same type of demand that we had in 2017. This post led to another post called "The Real Reason Why VTC is Not Trading at $10. I'm not trying to say any of the opinions expressed in here are wrong. I'm not trying to devalue any of that. It's all very valid, sure. I just don't think it's the entire picture. I'm going to try to shed some light on what I think is actually going on. Sure, some of this, I mean, it's true. It's true. But I do disagree, however, that there's no demand for Vertcoin. I think the problem is that while we keep experiencing the type of price action that we're used to with Vertcoin, we have these huge spikes, you know, if you've been watching this coin, that it's almost inevitable that there's going to be a subsequent dump, right? It pumps like crazy and then immediately dumps straight back down to the same level or almost the same level it was at before. You have to ask yourself after some time, why? Why is that happening? Well, this is happening for the same reason that we're not trading at $10 or $11 right now or even more. It's because people are selling. When you see these pumps, I mean, the volatility that Vertcoin has is great. It's also bad because once you get used to watching it, you're going to say, okay, it's up. I'm going to go ahead and sell some. And I know, I mean, you've probably done it. I've done it a time or two. It's nothing wrong with that. But I'm just trying to highlight this as a reason why Vertcoin isn't much higher in value now. It could be. So this proves that there is demand. You see demand come in, but then you have people who are holding lots of it who say, well, I'm going to go ahead and sell some now and then just catch it on the rebound later on, just in time for the next pump. So that's what basically ends up happening. Sure, demand comes in, absolutely, but then large holders sell it off. We can't grow that way. It's not going to happen. If every time we pump, we have to dump, we're not going to go anywhere. We're just spinning our wheels. And that, I think, is the major issue with Vertcoin's price action. We've learned to expect, anticipate, and count on this volatility. It is a good way to earn more coins, sure, but unless we cease this activity or at least slow it down, we're gonna stay low. We're gonna stay at a low price because every time it goes up, we're gonna be looking straight down saying, okay, cool, I know how low this is gonna go. I'll go ahead and sell a bunch of it now and just buy it back later. You cannot grow that way. So absolutely, Vertcoin could be 10, 11, 20, even more dollars. I'm starting to see people calling for $30 Vertcoin. Absolutely. Easy. Easy. But if that's going to happen, ladies and gentlemen, we've got to stop selling. Hodl the VTC. Just hodl it. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to keep this video nice and short. Do drop a like, join the conversation in the comments below, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. We did gain quite a few subscribers after the most recent video. We've definitely blown past 100. I appreciate every single one of you. Stay tuned, and I will see you in the next one. Vertcoin Core, out.